Hi, Terence.
Hi.
Welcome.
Good to see you.
Good to see you again.
Mm-hmm.
So we were just saying it's Monday morning.
Mm-hmm.
So we're still in good shape, I think. We look good for Monday morning. This is your office.
Mm-hmm.
I see you have good taste.
Yeah.
Here and here. So you are the co-founder of GreenPrice. So GreenPrice is a social enterprise based in Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
And the mission is to eliminate waste and spread and popularize a more sustainable lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
The company is listed in the Society Enterprise Directory.
Mm-hmm.
This is a listing made by HSBC Social Enterprise Business Center. And actually what that means is that you ensure that 70% of your distributable profit is being reinvested in the business for social purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you're the co-founder, actually.
Yes, that's right.
Your co-founder. Where's your co-founder today?
They're still resting from the weekend.
The Halloween weekend?
Yes, Halloween weekend. Probably I will come in office earlier, and because my other co-founder is responsible for the overnight shipment, fulfillment to the stores. So sometimes she works overnight, and that's why she is taking the night shift. I'm taking the morning shift.
Okay. So you always have the morning shift, or?
Yeah, I usually come in early.
Okay.
And then leave on time.
Okay. So about food waste, do you have an idea of the percentage or the proportion of food that is being wasted in Hong Kong and maybe in Asia?
In Hong Kong, every year there's 150 million of expired foods being dumped to landfills. So it's like a huge burden to our society that we would like to tackle and get that solved.
Burden and also a waste of money, right?
Yes, exactly. Like Hong Kong is like import city. We don't do manufacturing a lot. So a lot of the goods pass through all the transportation and emit a lot of carbon footprint before arriving to Hong Kong. So it's such a waste that all of them get expired and dumped to the landfills.
Yeah. When did you founded GreenPrice?
Around 8 years ago.
8 years ago, yeah.
When I'm still in uni.
Yeah, that's what you told me. So that was interesting because you were in uni and you kept working on it after uni.
Yep.
So I was curious to know, what did your family say about it? And there's not one path, but many entrepreneurs, they start in corporate and, learn stuff there. And then eventually they start their business. But you directly go into this and didn't have corporate experience, which is fine. I mean, I don't think you're missing something big, but it's just my opinion. So what did your family say about it? And do you feel that you've missed something maybe, or what do you think about that?
Yeah, I was brought up from a humble family with my dad working printing shop and my mom being a secretary. And my dad himself run his own business, but then he didn't quite support what I'm doing initially because he knew it from the bottom of his heart that starting a business is not easy. He values more on the stability side rather than the entrepreneurship side. He feel like you need to work over the weekend, maybe sometimes throughout the night. So it's pretty tough for a youngster to start off a business. So he would like me to get a job in the finance world, especially Hong Kong is famous
finance.
on this. Yes, that's why I picked my economics of finance during my uni time. Yeah, but then because of one competition that I started to get in touch with the concept of social entrepreneurship, and that's how I got started.
How did you find about this, social entrepreneurship? Because this is not something it's at uni that did you meet someone that talked about this and then it triggered something, or how did it come in your
I
mind?
first learned about this in one of the lecture.
Okay.
They start talking about a new concept, which is social entrepreneurship, and then I and my co-founder feel like we are kind of like wasted our energy and life by only staying in the dormitory, and because in HK like HKU dormitory life is pretty burn out a lot of your energy that you need to go to like go to different sports. Like keep on drinking in the dormitory. So we feel like we can like spend more of our efforts and expertise in some areas that is that can contribute to a good cause. That's why we started searching about what kind of competition is available for uni students to get funding and start off a social enterprise.
And do you think, as you started pretty young, do you think this is an asset? I'm asking that because I'm not old myself, and I can see that sometimes when you are not considered more mature, like you're not 40, 50, you can come across this, some people may think, oh, she's young, like she doesn't know. Have you ever experienced that?
I think there are both good ways and bad ways. First, for the good side, you can take more risk. There's not much burden in your life. At least I don't need to support my families and pay for a rental, so I can do whatever I want for the few years in the uni time. And because starting a business, you won't earn a lot from the very beginning. Sometimes you need to spend your saving as well. So it helped me to get through all the tough times and take more risk. But then for the bad side is that you do not have a lot of networks and know people that can support your business. So we try to get in touch with everyone. We make cold calls. We go to events, and it's more difficult than working for a few years, know some people, and get started.
You had to build your network from the beginning.
Yeah,
basically.
And also we do not have any knowledge about retailing. So basically we are figuring out from the information from others or try and error. So it may get stuck some time, and you need to try different ways in solving the problems.
Also, it builds your credibility, right? Like the more experience you have, then I imagine the way you speak today to a client, a supplier, whatever, compared to 8 years ago.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
For the first few time we went out to a suppliers and knocked the door. They didn't actually respond to us. They just get rid of us immediately because we are a bunch of uni students, and they felt like we don't have a store, we don't have credibility. We might take the stock and sell it for a long period of time. So the trust is not built.
But you proved them that they were wrong, maybe?
Yeah, you just need to get a certain percentage of people on board. Yeah. And then by doing it over and over again, you slowly build up the credibility.
Yeah. And how do you... maybe the people don't really understand what GreenPrice is. GreenPrice is... so can you just in one sentence just explain what this is exactly?
Right. We are a social enterprise that sells short-dated cosmetics and food products throughout our stores to save food from landfills.
What's this thing that drives you to do that?
I guess that is the core meaning of the business, surrounding the concept of sustainability and combating food waste. Because no one is actually in Hong Kong working on this aspect, and it's a fact that every year there's 150 million of this kind of food products being waste to the landfills. So we feel like we would like to work on this good cause, and at the same time, like put the sustainability concept to the mass public. More people know about this and can consume affordable groceries, like consume good groceries at a more affordable price. So this is what we would like to achieve.
But this is like when you get up in the morning, what's the thing that makes you like, I really want to change this? Or is it like sustainability, or deep down, like what's the thing?
For the first few years, it is pretty tough. Like we need to wake up in the morning, being the salesperson, and then afternoon contacting the suppliers, at night doing all the warehouse work, and still like throughout the first few years we are not paid for anything. And the only like motivation for us to keep doing that is, even though we felt the whole proposal, it still like contribute to some good cause for the society. So we feel like it's like a volunteering project, even if it doesn't work out. So I think it is the main driver for us to keep persisting for the few years.
Yeah, because at least, well, it succeeded in the end, but even though this project would have gone to like nothing, the outcome was actually good anyway.
Yeah,
right?
I think that is the like true difference between a social enterprise and a normal like company. Because if you like find out it doesn't work out for maybe 1 year, 2 year, then maybe the business model doesn't work, so you give up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But then for us, we have another meaning that drives us to keep doing that.
Cool. And well, I guess you make money out of this now.
Eventually.
Yeah. Is it possible? Well, I guess it is, but the question of tying profitability and positive social impact.
The way we are doing that is we first set a bottom line for our business, which is we only retail short-dated groceries, those groceries which is need or pass the best before dates.
Okay.
But then apart from this good cause, then we do it in a pure like business way, so to maximize our efficiency and everything that we operate in the company. And it is a bit different from other social enterprise, because sometimes they have like different goals, different social objective they would like to achieve at the same time. They may sell some sustainable products at the same time, employing like workers in need. I guess all of these are a good cause, but then you like soon after you will feel it a bit hard to strike a balance in between, because like it may not be efficient enough to deliver your products, which is the sustainable products. So
like
we focus a lot on just one aspect.
Otherwise you just lose maybe your energy and your focus if you're trying to solve everything at the same time.
Exactly. That's like a common problem for a lot of social enterprise.
But do you think actually even normal businesses, like not social enterprise, do you think they could become a social enterprise quite easily? For example, I don't know, any company, maybe if they, instead of making money and greenwash, maybe they could really believe in a cause, whatever it is, and still make money, but like the other way around. You know what I mean? Instead of, let's start this business to make money, and if it has a positive impact, cool, but maybe let's start a business to make a positive impact, and this will eventually make money. Do you think it would be possible to make that switch for some company? Not all the companies, but some companies?
It really depends on what kind of problems are you solving.
Okay.
If it is like related to social problems, then like generally it can be described as a social enterprise. And for some countries, there is like strict regulations of like defining what means social enterprise. For example, like UK, you need to contribute like 70% of the profit back to the company to support the good cause. So the shareholders only can like take away like 30% of the profit. It's like a bit different from like traditional company. But in Hong Kong, there's no such regulations.
Yeah.
You just apply for the directory listing. Then if they feel like you are working on a good cause, then they will like list you as a social enterprise.
My question was, I asked that because I have a marketing agency, so it's not a social enterprise, it's just an agency. But I was thinking, imagine if tomorrow I decide only to work with, I don't know, sustainable businesses, like taking action in sustainability. I won't be listed as a social enterprise, but maybe I will
contribute.
Yeah,
to
you know what I mean?
To a certain extent.
So, like, if I change that, then the essence of the company is a bit more positive, let's say.
So they have different concepts in the business world. Sometimes they call it, in the past, CSR, like donating money, usually, donating your profit to a good cause. And right now, they are talking about CSV, creating shared values. How a company like collaborate with other partners, which has a good mind to work on a good cause. So there are different concepts in the business world that have a similar meaning on what you're thinking about.
So maybe it's like maybe a spectrum, like you have different degrees of like involvement. Yeah, maybe the business owners listening to us or watching us should maybe start thinking about this, because if more and more businesses starts, little by little, I guess all of them will have a bigger positive impact.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. And when you founded GreenPrice, so you were at uni, so I guess you didn't have any budget, any money, or maybe savings, but it's a retail business. So that means you have high fixed costs. You need to pay the staff, you need to pay the rent of the shops. How did you do that? Did you fundraise?
At first, we only participated in one competition and got 100K of Hong Kong dollars funding. At that time, we felt like it's a lot because we were just uni students, and there was no competition like granting you that lot amount of money. But then,
what was the competition?
It is called Good Seed, supported by the Hong Kong SIE Fund.
Okay.
Like it's supporting like social enterprise.
Okay.
Mainly, and after getting the 100K, we start to like look at some shops to develop the concepts. But then at that time, the rental price in Hong Kong is pretty high, so the 100K is only actually enough for paying the deposit of the store. Not even talking about buying inventories and supporting the laborers there. So we didn't take the step of launching a store immediately.
Yeah.
Instead, we went for pop-up stores in the weekend markets to try out the concept first.
And then after that, how did it go? Like how did this go? Like, the pop-up?
Like for the pop-up markets store, actually it doesn't make sense a lot, because every time we need to spend 2 to 3 hours transporting the goods to a different location every week. And then the sales of each day is not even enough to support the rental and all the transportation costs, the labor costs there. But then we are very lucky that after a few times of setting up the weekend market stores, we pumped into a reporter of a very famous newspaper in Hong Kong. And she gave us the second page of the newspaper coverage. So soon after, a lot of suppliers got in touch with us, and people start inquiring like where can they buy from us. So we gathered more suppliers and customers after that.
Okay. So because that person liked what you did and she could have an influence in the media, then
Yeah, I guess it's very another good point of like starting a social enterprise is that you got a lot of like free coverage, and it's very important for startups because people don't know you a lot, and for students like us at that time, we didn't have any like networks and new people in the industry, so it's a very good credibility built for connecting others.
Yeah, I guess also to convince. How was it to convince suppliers, like distributors, because these are the suppliers you work with? And how was it? Because maybe if you bring the sustainability card and the social enterprise card, is it easier to convince them because they feel, oh, we're doing something good?
For Hong Kong, actually not much at the very beginning because we are dealing with SMEs, and the boss there focused a lot on profitability and how to like operate things in a simple way. They even felt like listing the products for us did involve some administration costs, and they didn't want to like do it if it is free. So I guess the media coverage is more powerful in the sense that it provides credibility to our suppliers that we are a true entity,
legit.
Yeah, legit company. And after one media coverage, there will usually be others media company like looking at that newspaper, and they will find you as well. So it grow up exponentially for the coverage.
And how many retail shops do you have today?
Right now, 12 in total, and we are launching one very soon in November.
Oh, very soon. And so then what happened after that? Like, how did you start from the pop-up to having 12 stores today?
After like launching the pop-up stores, there are more customers like inquiring where can they buy our stock in a like fixed location. They don't want to like travel to different places at different weekends. So we decided to launch a fixed place, and because at that time we do not have a lot of capital, so we can only choose some industrial building units, which is at a like lower rental price, and we picked a unit in Kwun Tong.
Okay.
It's just somewhere near to our like studio right now, and then it's in a pretty simple format. We just put up a few tables, and then put our products on top, and then
handwrite.
Hand wrote some like price tags, and then keep selling that for maybe half a year.
Okay.
And the like result is unexpectedly good. People start queuing, and came up to our spot, even though it's not a like street shop. They like realized it from the media and from the internet, so they kept coming up and supporting us, purchasing stuff from us. And soon after, we accumulated a certain amount of capital, then launched a store in some Shui Po. It failed because there are too many like competitors around, and the best before concept is not very well received in the underprivileged community.
Yeah.
So we pivot, spend like the rest of the money in our bank account to like risk it to open another store in the Wan Chai area. Then we truly knew about our market niche and target audience, which are mainly the middle class.
Okay.
Then we further worked on this aspect and launched a few more stores in the middle class working district, which is Central and Corrie Bay.
And okay, that's so actually the first shop was a success, and then you were like, okay, this is working, and then boom, didn't work.
Yes.
The second one, how did you apprehend this? I wouldn't say failure because it's more like a learning, a lesson. But what was your mindset at that time? Were you, and with your co-founder, were you like, oh, maybe we got it wrong, or did you understand that the target audience was not was the problem, and then that's why then you targeted middle class customers? What was your mindset at that time?
Yeah, because at the very beginning, it makes a lot of sense that we retail the short-dated products at a cheaper price to the underprivileged, because like they are the ones that who may need those kind of groceries at that price. So we just think it logically and try out the store there. But then like after like spending some days in that store to talk to the customers, then we realized there's a problem. And then I think for like entrepreneur, you need to be pretty optimistic.
Yeah.
So we feel like it's not the end of the day, and we try to work out on other strategies, which like is to try out other target audience to find is it really something that no one will appreciate, or is just a matter of fact about the target audience.
And what did you, well, also I like the fact that you were there to talk to the customers, because I think the being there and meeting people and understanding exactly what's going on, you need that operational, work to do. But what exactly did the customers told you?
Actually, they didn't talk to us a lot. They just walked past, and then they would like murmur to their kids that those kind of products are not safe for consumption. Don't like learn those youngsters that sells short data items. So sometimes they will like even blame our staff of doing something wrong.
Okay.
So I feel like if you blame us, it's okay, because we are part of it. But then for our staff, it is like they do not really need to take this. So
but how did you? Why the middle class don't think this is not safe and is good to, and all the products are safe? Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking here now.
Yes.
Like, but why the middle class think, okay, I trust them, it's fine. I know the best before date is like just something they have to put on the products, but it's not always right. And why the other population didn't trust that?
Yeah, if you think like logically, for the consumption date is maybe like 2 years, and immediately after a date it will like deteriorate. It doesn't make sense at all, actually. And you need to have a critical mindset to really look into the information. Like in Hong Kong, food safety website is clearly listed that there's a best before date. It's just an indication of the optimum quality of products. And there's a use by date, which is on chilled products. And after that date, it's not safe for consumption.
Okay.
So you need to be critical enough to search yourself and not to believe in the like mass sayings. And there are like different shops in different formats in the European countries that are promoting the same concept and those short data items. So those expats who live in the European countries before, they are more accepted to this kind of concept.
And do you do work about educating people to sustainability in general, like events, conferences, any other pop-ups or anything to really change the image, in people's minds? Like I've been talking to other entrepreneurs that sell like secondhand clothes, or difficult to change the mindset because some people may be like, no, I don't want to wear clothes that someone else wore before me. So do you do work also on that?
Yes, it's a big part of our job.
Okay.
To promote the concept in schools mainly, because we would like to get in touch with youngsters when they're still in an age that can accept a lot of concept. We would like to get in touch with them to change their consumption behaviors. Like even though they are not our target audience, they will not purchase a lot from us, but then still we would like them not to throw away products that has passed the best before date in their own cabinet in the kitchens. Yeah. So this is our main target. Okay. And we also do corporate sharings and go to different forums to talk about responsive consumption behavior.
And what about yourself? Do you have a sustainable lifestyle?
I think after working in this industry for certain years, I met a lot of eco advocacy and people that genuinely contribute a lot in the community. So I felt like it's a collective effort that we need to work on together. And soon after, my lifestyle become more
for example,
lean towards the
what are actions or things or habits that now you do to make your lifestyle more sustainable that you didn't do before?
I guess it's simple steps. For example, we set up recycle bins in the office, and me myself, and also I would always encourage my colleagues not to throw their stuff immediately to the bins, but then try to recycle it first. Yeah. And I seldom actually buy takeaways. Go to restaurants and to save those plastic box and stuff. Yeah. I guess it's some small steps. If everyone is doing some of these small steps, then it will contribute to a greater cause.
True. Well, I was listening to another podcast about sustainability the other day, and the woman talking was a sustainability advocate. She was at a level that is super high. She was everything in her life was, towards sustainability. And she was saying exactly what you said. If we all do even one action, one habit, but we all do it, then it makes a change. But the thing she was absolutely not, there was no nuance. She was stop taking the plane. And I was feeling so bad listening to the podcast because I'm just back from Dubai, and I was oh shit. And this is really something I see in Hong Kong. A lot of people travel here to Asia for work, but also leisure. this is something difficult to stop doing, and I think it's one of the worst thing that we do for the planet.
That's true.
Yeah?
Yeah. But then, like, for us, because I feel like if you would need to change, like, something that would cause some inconvenience, a lot of inconvenience to the public for a sustainability cost, then sometimes they may not feel that right, and they will not like do it at the way you think. So I guess you need to strike a balance between the convenience at the same time doing something good.
But do you try to take the plane not too much, or you have to?
I guess we, like for our goods like source from abroad, we try not to put it on the plane to transport back to Hong Kong, because we know that it will cause a lot of carbon footprint. At the same time, it's not that cost effective. Yeah. So we choose the container fridge instead.
And you personally?
And for me, I need to travel abroad sometimes to connect with the suppliers. Yeah. And if we don't get to see them, we cannot spread the concept around. So to me, I think you try it. You try to minimize it, but then you can't escape from it sometimes.
Yeah. And what about the future of GreenPrice? Do you have a big objective, or what's the next milestone, for example?
Right now, we would like to launch more stores in different areas of Hong Kong. Yeah, still in Hong Kong. There are still a lot of room for improvements. A lot of districts still don't have our shops, and we feel like sustainability and the concept of consuming shorted products can be spread more across Hong Kong. Initially, it was only for the middle class, people live in Hong Kong Island. Yeah, but then we would like more people know about this, and to a certain extent change their own consumption behavior. Yeah, so our goal is to popularize it in Hong Kong. Then maybe we will think about launching stores abroad.
Abroad?
Yep.
Where?
Maybe cities around, like Singapore.
Yeah.
Japan. Yes.
The last question already. So, and from you, I'm curious to listen to the answer, because this is a question I ask to all the guests at the end of each episode. So, if you could tell about 2 or 3 lessons that you learned throughout your experience, or tips that you would give to other entrepreneurs or future entrepreneurs.
First, I feel like you need to have a prototype, before striving for the perfect products, in order to learn about the market and what kind of direction you need to change the products to achieve. The second is about persistence, because entrepreneurship journey is a pretty long way to go. If you give up very easily, then you will not come up to a fruitful ending. Yeah. That's my 2 advice. Yeah.
Well, very accurate. I agree with that. Cool. Well, thank you so much, Terence.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your journey. I'm glad. It was an interesting conversation, and I'm glad to learn more about your journey from uni to here. We're in your office today. So thank you for that. And any last words, any comments?
No, I guess we are good.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.